Alrighty, everybody, welcome back to AC1. This is gonna be good. This is cowofschmau versus God Hates Weebs. Of course, D not okay. It's calling him Soban right now, but I think it'll be fixed for the next game. I am so excited for this one because it's God Hates Weebs. I mean, we haven't seen this guy play in way too long, and he only got one game in the group stage, which was quite sad because of you know, nobody caring to play their games. And of course, spawning in the south is gonna be cowofschmau, which is pretty fun to watch as well. Going for Conf this time though, no random. And burning to death as well. You should try to fix that. There we go. Self-repair systems are powered up so the carrier fever goes away. But yeah, it's gonna be Soban versus Conf for all of these games, and cowofschmau right away gonna ban the Shallows. Which is a bit surprising. I think it's a pretty good map for Conf. But then again, Anomaly is quite different to Vanilla, so who knows. God Hates Weebs gonna ban Torrent Crater, and he grabs Firebase Krill for the first match. You know, Anomaly patch was made for nonsense, and God Hates Weebs was made for nonsense, so this is a good combo, you know? I'm interested to see what he pulls out here. And obviously I'm rooting for him too, because if he doesn't win this, you know, he doesn't get to play any more games in this bracket. That would be a travesty. No offense to cowofschmau, who is, of course, my co-caster, you know. I do quite like her as well, but God Hates Weebs has to be the one that we root for in this game, right? It's just how it is. She'll understand, I'm sure she will. Conf, of course, having like zero vision at the start of the game, this base runner doesn't even know how close it is to the enemy. This is what he can see right now. It's pretty rough. So, Conf pretty much always goes for power in the beginning of the game, and they can do that by grabbing artifacts or by getting, well, you know, the power upgrades out of the carrier. But it looks like it's going to be ref mode right away here for cowofschmau. And we've got LAV Fab with 2 base from God Hates Weebs. Pretty standard play right here. Opens the wreck with the ALM. Very good, very good. He knows his fundamentals, man. And we got a Blastro and A, let's go. I always like seeing Claymore Roombas. Artifacts picked up here. Only now does cowofschmau realize how close that base runner must be. Sand skimmers are ready, and it looks like the tech choice is going to be AS this time. And I would be surprised if we don't see Systems 1 start up right away, now. Space runner here gonna get just annoyed a little bit, but I don't think that one LAV is enough to stop this base runner from extracting, especially with that smoke ability. So, it looks like both players just kind of handshaking that first artifact. That's pretty normal. And then we'll move on to the mid-game. Still no power 1, though. Now that is a little surprising. Okay, there we go. Now it's starting. Yeah, Conf really needs that early game power, so pretty much always expect to see that come out. And there's the extract, and now we can power up 2 levels of mobility, and that will normalize things. Oh, in fact, look, it even says mobility normalized. Alright, AS Tech is ready. Would be good to power that up now. But, you know, whatever. Well, we'll get there eventually, I suppose. For the time being, though, I'm interested in what God Hates Weebs is doing. Yep, it's air. Of course it's air. It's gonna be a gunship as well. God Hates Weebs, of course, famous for playing in the Jirachi and Kharak Cups with air units and somehow escaping them on like 2 HP every single time. I don't know how he did it, but it was like a regular thing. I don't understand. You know, to the point where when somebody escapes with an air unit with that low HP, we just call it a God Hates Weebs move, you know? And he's getting bombers already? Okay, it looks like he'll cancel it actually, but I wouldn't be surprised if he goes for that pretty soon. Then again, you know, strike fighters are bombers too, so might as well. And cowofschmau still hasn't powered up the mobility support. Okay, finally getting that one set up. That's good. That's good. And now she's allowed to move around the map at, you know, normal speed, so you always want to get that set up. Soul Chip gets TJ'd here. That might actually kill it, although I think the second one will be fine. Yeah, nice. And the gunships you can see taking a very wide, out-of-the-way path here. He wants that probe to get in range to get vision, and then the gunships will do their thing, hopefully undetected. But there's a blast drone in the main! And these things can detonate many, many times. Although, cowofschmau is not actually using it. Okay, there we go. Rather than over-microing this thing, I think you just press H and hold position it. Okay, yeah, attack, that'll do too. Uh-oh, and here come the units. Oh gosh, and it's a massacre. There's no anti-air coverage here at all. 2 gunships. Oh gosh. The funny thing is, though, of course, the gunships don't actually have any vision on anything but the carrier. So if you would turn off the close combat weapons so the carrier would stop shooting back, the gunships wouldn't even be able to hit anything. As it stands, they're killing her. Oh my gosh. How much ammo do they have? She's not actually just gonna die like this, is she? Oh man! Oh, you turn off the weapons! No! Ah! And that's game over. Oh no! Yeah, I wanna clarify what I'm talking about here. So units reveal themselves when they fire at enemies, right? And gunships have 0 vision radius, so they can't see anything. So if you're not firing back at the gunships, they can't even shoot you at all. So cowofschmau could have just turned off the weapons and lived, you know. Oh man. Well, that happened. Let's move on to game 2, shall we? Strong start for God Hates Weebs. Strong start. But I would be surprised if cowofschmau allows such an easy victory to slip past her again. Just gotta get anti-air. Just gotta get anti-air, you know? Yeah, you don't want to let that happen again. And it's Gaussian territories this time. This is cowofschmau's pick. Powers up before taking damage. Good. That's the first mistake already avoided. I'm thinking something about this temperature gauge. I'm trying to remember. There was some bug in vanilla where you could, like, cause the carrier to permanently lose power or something. Can't remember how that happened, though. Somebody asked Just Carrier. He'll know. He knows everything. He's the guru of this game, you know? And this time it looks like the 2 base runners are going to the same place. This is typically bad for ConF. They do have that smoke ability which they can use to escape, but they don't really have any tools to damage the enemy base runner except for like blast drones. And one of them is being built, but that TJ will just murderize you, you know, so... I'm actually a little surprised to see, God Hates Weebs running away here. Perhaps he doesn't realize how thoroughly he could win that fight if he wants to. Do have 2 base opening up here for cowofschmau. God Hates Weebs moving up to 2 himself. Would be nice to get started mining here, but you know, some things take priority, you see. TJ gets put down. It's actually not the best though. I think that well, I mean, it's still gonna do tons of damage, but you really want that TJ to land in a place where it like stops the base runner from moving, and then you can just kill it for sure every time. And here, you know, smoke can be used when it's needed to just buy space to heal up that base runner. Here comes the blast drone as well, so that's gonna help also. Whoops, turn the music off. And it's funny to see this build from God Hates Weebs where he's got like the 1-1 distribution too. I think he learned that from Discara in like 2020. He still uses it today. This is like the most legendary battle you've ever seen. You know, theoretically, the LAV will kill the Blastron eventually. Question is, does he get, or does she get mobility support before that? Because that'll speed the thing up. But you gotta power that up, don't you? Then again, the LAV has actually hit the edge of the map and the Blastron stopped. Okay, interesting. I don't know what's happening here. I'm not qualified to explain this. Well, it's railguns this time from cowofschmau, no surprise there. And it's railguns from cowofschmau, no surprise there. I mean, you know, look at this map, right? This is obviously a long-range map, and surprisingly, railguns actually are long-range still in this patch when you're having this matchup. It's gonna be assault railguns, of course, versus Saban railguns. Space Artist says he's uninstalling DOK to make room for Modern Warfare 3. Oh. Such a rank betrayal I never have seen. Okay, well we have some heavies first, and these guys are just very strong against LAVs because they're quite powerfully armored. Close range units though, so you know. You supplement this with the assault railguns and have the heavies be like your defender. And mobility support powered up would be a good start as well. I know I sound like a broken record, but you know, now I sound like a broken record for saying this all the time. It's because people never heed my advice. If you just follow my instructions, you know, I won't have to say it 10 times. Yeah, please power this up. This is not good to leave unpowered. Combat mode even turning on this production cruiser now. And mobility's still not powered up, but you know. Man can dream, right? Here comes the dive on the LAVs. And it gets a few kills, actually. At least one salvager going down here. This guy should be the target now, though. And he's gonna go down to... Oh, wait, actually, he's still alive. cowofschmau would do well to finish off the kill here. And mobility is still not powered up! Ah! Okay, please. Okay, cleans that one up finally, but that was very, very messy. That should not have... That did not have to go that badly, you know? And this is kind of an awkward fight too here, as this TJ has trapped the base runner in the Blastron, so those are gonna fall. But now cowofschmau able to stabilize a little bit, and I would expect it's going to be assault railguns here, because, you know, again, it's a very good map for long-range units. But it's Weebs just expanding up onto 3. And so is cowofschmau. Second extract, though, for Weebs. That's nice. Get a little bit more carrier power. And actually, the carrier is moving forward. I think it's because he's worried about whatever this is that's pinging him on the sensors here, but it's just a probe, not going to be a big deal. We do have Honor Guard Cruiser coming out as well. That's going to be a very strong anti-air choice that should lock it down for the whole game. We don't have any assault rails building just yet, and that would be really good to have. Yeah, assault rails are strong. Do you have range calibration? Good, good. People never use that enough. And the first shot from that railgun is going to make itself known here. It's the natural choice, but you might expect cowofschmau to go for air again, so it is kind of nice to see it, know that you're not just going to die with that. And I think maybe she's really dead set on killing this probe with the carrier, but I don't know. Surely a better use of this carrier's time is to just go out to 3 base and get that set up, right? I'm not totally sure what this exercise is about. And I'll say it again, mobility support. I mean, it's really good. You know, it gives you more vision too, right? Like, these railguns here are sort of walking in blind. They don't know that they're unable to take this fight. And they're getting locked down by the marked target from one of these railguns too, which is not exactly helping. And with a little bit of mobility support, maybe you don't walk into this trap because you can see it, you know? But now that there's only one left, I mean, really, he's not allowed to fight anymore. So yeah, this is just, you know, a foregone conclusion. God Eats Weebs is playing really well, I gotta say. So, Heavy's being reproduced here, but I really think you need assaults at some point. Are those... Wait, what? I thought I saw a whole bunch of units queued up there. Maybe I'm just losing my mind. Ah, yes, of course. Salvagers. And don't forget as well, this carrier does still have the cruise missile as well. I don't think we've seen that fired yet. That would be good to throw into the mix. But I'm telling you, man, assault railgun is pretty good. Rail armor might be useful as well, just to increase that whole integrity. There's a lot of things cowofschmau could do here, I guess, but it kind of just feels like she's doing none of them, you know? Now that the marked target is on this carrier, you can't even fire the cruise missile. Like, this is a perfect target for her. Why does she not fire it? Well, now she can't. Oh, it just feels like feeding the units into the grinder, and then the PCs move on accident. Oh, that's awful as well. Falling behind at like 2-to-1 in CUs and 3-to-1 in or 6-to-1 in RUs. Oh, good grief. This is not good. This is not the situation that you want to be in. And it's not clear what this honor guard is going to really do either. Now, you don't want to go forward with that thing. It's an air attack unit. It does have these like missile pods here, so that's not completely useless. Yeah, it just feels like cowofschmau not even really putting up a fight this time. Well, Saban rails look real mean right now, that's for sure. That should just be a dead carrier. I don't really see any way out of it now. Yikes. Wow, 2,000 XP and he only gets rank 1. That's crazy. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to say about that one. That was just, you know, not a very strong game from cowofschmau. It's surprising. Okay, let's jump into game 3 and see if she cleans it up at all. It's gonna be on Kartoba. And again, I think a good railgun map, but, you know, no assault railguns. That's very surprising to see. Uh-oh, carrier's got a fever. Okay, cowofschmau's gonna take care of that. Nice and quiet. Don't think we're gonna see anything unusual in this early game here. Potentially the last game of the series, by the way. cowofschmau up against the wall for elimination right now. That is first. Opens the wreck without the ALM this time. And it's straight to AVs, okay. So God Hates Weebs is doing something different. I don't know what. Oh, hold up, he retired his base runner too without even firing a probe out. So I'm so attentive, I always catch these things. It's gonna be Assault Ship Fab for cowofschmau. There's the artifact. Shouldn't be contested either. I mean, we do have LAV Fab, but it looks like God Hates Weebs is putting a TJ down on his own base that he's already opened. I think he's trying to sort of fake out his opponent or something. I don't know. If you turn on the base camping system, by the way, you'll get a little bit of healing here for these salvagers. Do have one LAV, but that's not going to stop the extract. And it's straight to ACs! Oh boy, okay, yeah, he does have something planned, alright. Okay. I've never seen this build in Anomaly before, this will be exciting. Has the money for another SC, by the way, and that would be done by the time that this is finished, so... Oh, but production of... Yeah, that's probably a better choice. Right, I didn't notice that. Systems 1 is going to finish, Artifact's going to get out, and once again, that should give enough power to get that mobility set up, but... I don't know if we'll see it. I mean, cowofschmau has been very, very slow to power up their mobility system. We do have Abyssal ships as well. I mean, you'd think that's a good idea against God Hates Weebs, but perhaps that will come to bite her in this case. But yeah, once again, the system is ready to be powered, but it's just not being used, so that's unfortunate. I really gotta stress, as Conef, you really want that mobility system right away. So now it's gonna be powered, that's good. First LAV will be seen. And it is Assault Ship Fab, so I mean, you know, there's defense against this. But the problem is that, you know, ACs are kind of like gigantic assault ships in this patch, so if they hit and cowofschmau is not expecting it at all... Awesome! Look at the time! That's synced up literally perfectly. Anyway, if they hit and cowofschmau isn't expecting it, this could be brutal. Second extract though, that'll be nice. Yeah, I think the first AC is hitting the field. Yeah, just a moment. And there's no need to like reposition the carrier to get these things up in your opponent's grill because they're so fast, right? And cowofschmau gonna be like, hey look, he's not 3-base, ha ha ha, I'm winning. And then all of a sudden an AC pops out. Yeah, so we'll see how this goes. Also, again, it would be good to start mining on that 3-base. Of course, the carrier's actually taken a fairly significant amount of damage here. But the alcohol throwers, man! The alcohol throwers! Very nice. And now these ACs reach the other side of the map, so what are you gonna do about this? I mean, the only option cowofschmau has is to use assault ships, which just does not feel very good. If that missile ship was alive, that might be usable as well to like stun them, and then sand siegers can take it out, but... Yeah, this is a very, very early AC, like you don't usually expect this. We do have Smokefish on the way though, and that will be able to clean these up, but it's gonna take a bit of time before those land, and we'll see how much damage God 8 Sweeps has done by now. And I see AC anti-ground is just teched as well, so that's good. Gonna kill the base and the production cruiser. Yikes. And now the Smokefish are out to hold them off. Yeah, really good reveal here. Really, really good. Devastating, you might even say. Probably he'll make an SC eventually and just hold up this 3 base, but for now, like, he doesn't even need to. He's ahead in the economy game without even having his 3 set up with a SC. So that's good. You know, that's good. That's always where you want to be. Here come the interceptors. It's got its Weebs start taking some power of his own here. There's an AC flanking as well, though. That's what they do well. They're very, very fast. And now the interceptors are going to be like, okay, let's go try to take these out. But it's a little late, isn't it? This guy's already on the base. Okay, nice dodge on the barrage there. That's good. Second base is getting hounded a little too, though. And those Smokefish are just so slow. I mean, they're trying to get in position, but it takes them ages. The third one now. Is he going to be able to keep this guy alive even? No heal was used, so yeah, thankfully. He keeps his PC on the main alive. A little bit of Agent Orange goes a long way. These guys need to use the heal as well, trying to keep themselves alive here. But I believe that just natively they're faster than these guys. Yeah, so he's not really in danger of getting chased by this Interceptor. It's just that the Interceptor can ward him off from doing damage. And this is a lot of damage, make no mistake. This is great for God 8 Sweeps. And he's teching BCs. He doesn't even care about getting anti-air, I guess. So he has a couple of AEDs, but that's all he needs, I guess. Probably his thought is that, you know, BCs are never really going to be threatened by Smokefish, so I should just not care about it. Which is insane, but it might work. Base camping systems weren't powered up, so ALM's not going to be able to fight back either here. What the heck are they shooting at? What? I'm not clear what the... Look, they're just spraying smoke everywhere. It's like they don't even care. I guess because the AC is so fast, he's thinking like, okay, I gotta lead the target. Maybe I need to shoot all the way over here. That's weird looking. Flying Fortress would maybe be a little bit better at fighting these ACs. And it looks like the AVs are actually going to come forward here, so it looks like he will use those to support the front line. But either way, I believe it's a BC building right now. For Galsy and Conef, I would say by far the best unit to fight the BCs has to be Sand Skimmers. Just massive damage output, right? And BCs are so slow that you're going to be able to do that damage output. Obviously, you know, Sand Skimmer is very effective against stationary targets, so they don't do a whole lot against people who are moving fast. That's not a concern with BCs. The Smokefish will do a decent amount of damage too, but yeah, you really want to just dump damage in a target. It's gotta be Sand Skimmers. Okay, let's see some det packs here. That's I think what we need to save this. Oh dear, that window has passed. Oh, and there's the barrage. It kills everybody. This guy's vet 3 now. Yikes. Might get killed off by the Smokefish, though, and that would be good. You really don't want to leave AC getting vetted up, because it reaches a point where it actually has a pretty respectable amount of health, and it's still a very fast cruiser. They get dangerous. But still, I mean, I think that this PC is gonna die. Oh. Things have gone better for cowofschmau. Things have looked better. You might try Con of Siege here. Just try and get a unit that can, try and get a unit that can, like, meet these things head-on and not get killed like that. Spokefish armor teching, I really don't mind that that's late, because they haven't been being shot at all, really. So, that actually kind of makes sense in a way. Oh, don't tell me this guy gets away. No. Oh, that's awful. What have I created? You know, ACs were like the first cruiser that we worked on in Anomaly. It's been way back in like... way back in 2020 or even earlier. Uh-oh, AVs catch the Smokefish trying to return to carrier here. That looks like the carrier will make quick work of him though, but still he loses too. That's not ideal. I see a BC. Yep. No mistaking that shot pattern. It's got a ways to go, but it's making the rounds, you know. And good vision control too because of this probe here, so he's able to fire shots that whole way through. I do love seeing these guys bounce. And that's a second BC. Moving... Oh, okay, that was weird. Moving quite fast because it had just spawned out of the carrier. And the Conniff carrier doesn't really need to worry about this damage just yet. Salvagers will die eventually, though. But yeah, BCs have a pretty low damage output in general. The problem really is that you can't stop them, and eventually they're going to reach the base, and then things start getting bad. Smokefish just targeting the carrier for now. That is going to hurt, like, a lot. But the AVs are here to defend, so that carrier's going to survive. Main base troubles as well, of course, because now those Smokefish can't do anything about this. And this should be a wrap for God Hates Weebs. I mean, I think the cowofschmau is just sort of done for here. I mean, if I'm being honest, probably for a while now. Go ahead and give us that max power Sub-1 carrier, though. That's what I want to see. This thing begins to hurt, you know. It's close enough for that purge ability too, although, well, maybe you can't select that BC because it's gone. Okay, looks like we have our last attempt here with the Smokefish. And to be fair, this carrier is actually undefended, but I don't see how you survive this. Survive long enough to let these things do their damage. Powering up the healing, but yeah, that's a little bit late. Still though, this carrier actually gets pretty low. But that's fine. God Hates Weebs gonna take the series 3-0, and he made it look easy. And I believe that puts him in the finals, but if not the semis. I haven't actually checked the bracket because I didn't want to see spoilers, you know, but I guess we can do that now. Yeah, semis. So that puts them up in the finals with the winner of Void Warrior versus Wavy Watson. Well, we'll catch you guys then. I hope you guys have enjoyed. And until then, see you next time.